Well, there it is. That's the tornado we're about to chase. It's definitely a wedge tornado, and a really fat one at that. It appears to be wider than it is tall. Doesn't seem too out of the ordinary right now. Just another day in Oklahoma so far. I emphasize right now because, as I'm sure you know, tornadoes can change and develop over the course of their runtime. It's possible that we may be looking at an entirely different beast soon. Hard to say at the moment. I'm not even sure what category it is yet. Oh God, imagine if it was rain-wrapped. That'd be a nightmare. Remember how I mentioned the Joplin tornado earlier? Yeah, that was rain-wrapped. No one could actually see the vortex because it just blended in with the rainy gray sky. Fortunately, this wedge has well-defined edges. We can clearly see where it starts and ends. That gives us an advantage. All information is crucial when storm chasing. The more we know, the safer we'll be. Right now I'm driving us to meet with Sam. You remember him, right? He joined us when we last had a cookout. He said he had a surprise for me. Wonder what it is. Give it like a couple more minutes. He wanted us to meet him on the side of the road outside of Elk City on Route 40. We'll be arriving shortly. In the meantime, guess I'll talk about tornadoes some more. Have you ever heard of the Dead Man Walking tornado? It's an F5 tornado that happened in Gerald, Texas on May 27, 1997. This one is noteworthy due to its weird and creepy appearance. It had multiple visible vortexes that gave it the appearance of a walking monster with a scythe for an arm. It's not like this type of tornado is unique to Gerald either. It's just that Gerald is most known for it. You can find plenty of photos online. It's pretty scary. Hey Sam, ready for some tornado action? Yeah, I brought along my spouse. They wanted to join us for the chase. I hope they know what they're getting into. So, about that thing you have covered with the tarp there. I assume that's what you want to show me, right? Well, remove the tarp then. Let's see it. No way! Dude, is this seriously what I think it is? I can't believe this. You actually got your hands on one. You're crazy, Sam. Crazy and amazing. Oh, honey, I suppose you need some context. What you're looking at here is the Dominator 5. It's the latest in TIV technology. TIV stands for Tornado Intercept Vehicle. These vehicles have been around for a long time, but as tech advances over the years, we're able to make stronger models. Their purpose is to withstand extreme gale force winds so you can safely be inside a tornado without getting blown away. The reason I'm so excited about this is because they're hard to make and hard to obtain. Buying one is unreasonably expensive, and renting one ain't cheap either. Sam, this is just a rental, right? I figured. No way we have the money to actually keep this. That's perfectly fine, though. It's a miracle that we even get to use it at all. Yes, honey. I've known all about the Dominator 5 ever since it finished development. Behold as you bask in its glory. The tightly welded steel plating and the military-grade reinforced glass windows? This thing was meant to withstand wind and debris alike. The ultimate tornado tank. The most defining feature of the Dominator 5 is its ability to withstand the power of F5 tornadoes when deployed. The maximum wind speed it can withstand is 300 miles per hour. The highest wind speed ever recorded on Earth was estimated to be between 300 and 320 miles per hour, which was produced by the Bridge Creek tornado of May 3rd, 1999. So it does have a limit, but only for the most rare and exceptional tornadoes. When I say deployed, I'm referring to these hydraulic spikes that root the vehicle to the ground for extra stability. We're definitely gonna need it. Oh yeah, Sam, where are the others? Have they already started chasing the tornado? They're home sick? What? Man, that's lame. Oh well, I hope they get better soon. For now, though, I guess it's just me, you, and my spouse today. Looks like we're doing this as a trio. I assume we're taking separate vehicles? Alright, that's fine. Honey, get in the Dominator. We've got a tornado to intercept. Stay safe out there, Sam. I'll contact you via walkie-talkie if I feel the need to check up on you. Communication is important when storm chasing. Let's go. It's been a while since I've seen a supercell this big. It's like an alien spaceship. I'm trying to study this tornado's wind speed. Its rotation appears to be really fast. Maybe F4? We won't know for sure what category it is until it starts doing some damage, and once we intercept, we'll be able to get concrete data. The Dominator has built-in sensors that give us lots of vital information about the tornado. Think Dorothy from Twister, but less archaic. Maybe it's just me, but I have an easier time reading the wind speed of wedge tornadoes. It's hard to explain, but that's just how I feel. Perhaps it's because wedges provide a lot more room to work with. More visual representation, you know? Interesting. Did it just get bigger? Honey, did you see it get bigger just now? Yeah, it definitely did. And I can see someone's house right in its path. Oh my god, it was just obliterated. I hope they're okay. I really hope whoever lived there is underground. Such terrible destruction. That house broke apart instantly. I don't want to jump to conclusions and call it an F5 just yet. That's an ambitious assumption to make. F5s are super rare. 1 in 1,000 on average. The last known F5 to this day was in Moore, Oklahoma on May 20th, 2013. Just 11 days before the biggest tornado of all time. The El Reno tornado, which I talked about earlier. I know I said the El Reno tornado was an F5, but technically it was changed to F3 because it didn't actually cause that much damage due to mainly happening over rural areas. I don't know, it's a bit of a controversial tornado. A lot of people, including myself, just call it an F5 because it had the wind speed for it. Anyway, I'm gonna check up on Sam. I'm worried about him. Sam, what's your position? Roger that. Right now I'm heading northeast, running parallel and about to pull ahead of it on the left. I should be able to get into its path in time so I can intercept. Sam, listen to me. I want you to get off on the next exit. She can shift her track, and if she does, she's gonna slam right into you. Do you copy? Thank you. Last thing I want is you pulling a Jonas Miller and getting yourself killed. Oh, yeah. For clarification, we often call tornadoes she and her. It's a form of storm-chasing slang. Tornadoes are beautiful. So for us, it's easy to see them as pretty women. Alright, this should be close enough. Now to deploy the spikes. Alright, honey, this is it. We're about to be inside a tornado. And from the looks of it, a really powerful one at that. I know you're scared, but Dominators haven't failed yet, and this is the newest model, so it's stronger and better than ever. Just trust it. I promise we'll be okay. My ears just popped. I assume yours did too? I figured. You can thank the change in air pressure for that. It's hitting us really hard. The Dominator is shaking quite a bit. That's normal. I remember seeing this one video of a Kansas tornado intercept. The vehicle easily endured the whole ordeal, but it still shook quite a bit. I can't see anything out there. We're completely enveloped in the darkness of the funnel. Oh, there's the inner vortex. We're in the heart of it now. Enjoy the show, honey. It's not often you get to experience a spectacle like this. Hey, look, we're getting readings. The sensors are going crazy right now. Let's see what the wind speed is. 250 miles per hour! Whoa, that's really close to F5, but not quite. And the width? 2 miles wide! I knew this wedge looked thick. It's definitely a very strong tornado, but far from a record breaker. I'm pretty confident that this is an F4. F4s are still pretty rare, though conditions are highly favorable this time of year. It is tornado season after all. Wait, is it shifting? It's starting to move away from us. It seems that we're in the outer vortex now. The Dominator is shaking less. But where's it going? Let's see. Oh, whew. Looks like it's just barely gonna miss Oklahoma City. If it doesn't deviate from its current path, then the state capital should be fine. Though I feel that the National Weather Service should issue a tornado emergency anyway. Even if it misses, we shouldn't rely on close calls. It's smart to take safety precautions. Looks like it's past us now. I'm gonna contact Sam. Sam, are you okay? Good. As for me and my spouse, the Dominator 5 held up just fine. This tornado wasn't quite strong enough to push its limits. An older model wouldn't have held up though, so it's a good thing we have this one. Anyway, we have some great data on our hands now. It appears to be a high-end F4 with 250 mile-per-hour winds and a width of 2 miles. Very powerful to be sure, but it's only been passing over rural areas so far. Might even do low enough damage to be downgraded to F3. I'm not entirely certain yet. It's on course to scrape by Oklahoma City. Assuming it doesn't shift, it should just barely miss. The most we saw it do was destroy a small house. I'm hoping the people who live there made it to safety. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, okay? Alright, have a safe trip home. We should probably head home too. Once this tornado subsides, I'll be interested in seeing the aftermath. We'll just return the Dominator, take our car, and hightail it out of here. I don't know when the rental period expires. That's Sam's business. Now let's go. Alright, let's see the news. Yep. Massive F4 wedge tornado. No reported deaths so far. That's good. No injuries either. Very nice. 10 million in damage. Alright, that's not the worst damage. Okay, so it apparently chipped the edge of Oklahoma City just a bit, but nothing too bad. Based on this report, it seems that everyone made it to safety. That's a relief. It doesn't seem like that tornado was downgraded to F3, but I don't know. It was mostly a rural tornado. El Reno was considered an F3, and that was the biggest tornado of all time. It even had F5 wind speeds. But it was also rural. Yeah, see what I mean when I say that tornadoes are complicated? It's hard to judge them with perfect accuracy. At the end of the day, though, I'm grateful I haven't lost you to a tornado yet. The Midwest is a scary part of the world, you know? Aw, I love you too, my darling F6. Do you think there are lesbian storm chasers out there with bumper stickers that say, "I'm gay for tornadoes"?